You guys doing? Welcome to another edition of Joel's News and Views. But before we continue, this is brought to you by Joel's Fresh Start Credit Program. That's right, a new company that will help you get your credit on track. We do a free consultation and give you everything that you need and tell you what you need to do to go forth with us. Now, as soon as we start to work on it, it's $80 a month and you can cancel at any time. So go ahead on, do me a favor. I don't know why you're sitting here looking crazy. Go to www.freshstart joelsfreshstartcredit.com. Again, www.joelsfreshstartcredit.com. All right. Again, if you like what I'm doing right now, go ahead on and hit the like button for me. Please go ahead on and hit that notification bell all the way up to the top after you hit the subscribe. Please like and share. Please like and share. With that being said, we're going to go into this. And oh yeah, follow me on TikTok. My backup, Navy Vet 2K21. All right, let's get into the story. So, Kamala Harris, hey, the woman who is supposed to be the first vice president of color, the first woman and woman of color, said in front of a crowd of Detroit 2 weeks ago. I just heard about this story, which is crazy. A week ago, actually, that getting that magic shot for the sweet and sour sniffles is like showing that you love thy neighbor. Now, shout out to Jericho Green because he reported it first, and I was kind of confused. I had to look it up too. I got some questions for Kamala Harris. Kamala, I'm gonna go in my Trump mode now. Aren't your ass Hindu? Because when you got sworn in to be the Attorney General over there in California, your mother was all in the Hindu without the whole nine. And you was a part of that too. So I'm just trying to figure out who became Christian. Was it because you married your husband? Did he make you Christian? And why in the hell does free will got anything to do with loving thy neighbor? I think you're getting a little bit misconstrued because I think you suffer from the same shit that Joe suffered from, which is dementia. In the Bible of love thy neighbor, that means to show kindness, to treat them like you want to be treated. It said nothing about medical respect or medical procedures. It never said anything in the Bible about medical procedures. So you're trying to tell me that if my neighbor went to medically get plastic surgery, I'm supposed to medically get plastic surgery to show that I love thy neighbor? Are you saying to me, Kamala, that if my neighbor decides to get a vasectomy, I'm supposed to get a vasectomy too? That sounds like some communist dictator shit to me. That don't sound like free will. Y'all say y'all for democracy. That ain't democracy, sweetie. That's, let's say it with a C, communism. Woo! Oh my God. I can't believe it. Get the fuck out of here. Quit using the Bible for your ridiculous evil shit. I wish God would have came down and struck your ass with lightning. You don't do that. You don't use God's word in vain. You don't do that. You ain't qualified. Now, if you want to do that through the Hindu scriptures, that's on you. But don't be playing with Christianity like that. Come on now. What we doing? Talking about love thy neighbor by doing this. No, that's not. That basically telling me if my neighbor decided to jump off a bridge and drown, I'm supposed to jump off with him. Because I love thy neighbor. Get the fuck out. Hell to the no. Tell you what, Kamala, since you want to show love thy neighbor so much, why don't you do us a favor? Since you want to be so about people of color and say everybody's oppressed, I need you to donate that vice president check to the hood. Let's do that. I want you to do that for a whole straight presidency. Your vice president check that you get paid on a monthly basis, donate it to the hood. You can't say that, Mama Bear, because around here, when you say stuff like that, that makes it look like you're racist. All these people that's so woke trip me out, because half of y'all grandmothers went to church, shouted till they was sweating for the Lord. Now all of a sudden it's racism. So serving God is racism now. Oh, I forgot. The only God that works is Allah through Muslim. That's the same thing, guys. Same man, just a different format. Fucking jackasses. Can't believe half of this shit. All right, let's go on to some more jackasses. Sherry, shall we? No, you gotta remember, they said that Jesus is black. You're wrong. Jesus is black. If you don't say that he's black and you don't say that at first, you gotta say he's black and you love Jesus. You can't say Christianity. Because if you say Christianity and you don't say Jesus is black, it messes all up. Exactly. And then when you say that, though, because I know he's Hebrew, you have to tell the Wokians that you believe he's black. Hey, I'm just telling you what they said. Everybody's been told that from the get-go because his hair is like wool. So we ran with it. And now that's why the Hebrew nation tell you that. All right, let me quit before I mess around and piss somebody off into overkill on my fucking show. Let's talk about Virginia and this CRT bullshit. Man, so the group that support critical race theory, the parents that do it and the teachers and all these other stupid ass motherfuckers, they had the nerve to go out here and have a rally last week. And during the rally, the fucking councilman jumped out and said that every parent that is against CRT needs to die. What? What? Wait a minute. Are we in China? Are we in motherfucking China? That sounds like some China shit. That sounds like some China shit. So you're telling me because I don't support CRT, I need to. That's like killing someone because they don't like the color of your car. Oh, you don't like the color of my car? You don't like blue? Oh, you die. That's the most racist, discriminatory word. The same shit that these wokies swear out they don't want to hear. They don't want to be a part of. You can't have your cake and eat it too. Now, getting back to critical race theory, it's a theory of fucking racism. That's all you're doing. You're telling a bunch of kids that one set is better than the other, and that because of that, the other set that's better has to kiss the other ass out of white guilt, and you got to teach the other kid who is oppressed that he can never be shit. That's all you're doing. You're fucking with everybody's mind. So every time the white kid gets successful, he starts having nostalgia of depression. Oh, oh my God, I made it. I made a good grade, but Jamal didn't, and I impressed Jamal. I impressed Jamal. That's what you're doing. And then what's going to happen is, when it's time for us to go to war, no kid ain't going to want to do it. Because y'all done put this horse shit poison in their brain. That's what we're doing. All right, it's about to get choppy. So we might lose a little reception, but bear with me. I can't make this shit up. This is the new America that we're heading into. This is the new America we're heading into. This is Jim Crow backwards. You can't tell me it ain't. Now, I know someone's going to say, Joe, how do you say it's Jim Crow backwards? Because you still oppressing black people, but now you're oppressing them by taking away their independence. You're doing it through them mentally. You're telling them that they can't be anything because they got some kind of systematic bullshit in place when it doesn't fucking exist. But the way y'all doing it right now, it's about to exist. Y'all about to create it, removing standardized tests, making sure nobody has no accountability. Yep, that's what you're about to do. That's what you're about to do. That's what you're about to do. You're not helping these children. You're not. You can't tell me you are. Where are you helping the children at? Taking away accountability, taking away the process of free thinking, the process of being successful and using their mind to be successful. Tell me how they are going to benefit this. How? Oh, I get it. You're saying that they'll get a free ride because that's what y'all think white people do. Get a free ride. What happens when that kid gets all the way through college, no accountability, pass through, free ride, and go in the real world in the market job place? Now they're really going to be fucked over because they're not going to get paid as much. And they're going to tell them it's because you don't have the qualifications. But we hired you because we're trying to do on-the-job training. When in reality, they hired you because they don't want to be called racist. Tell me I'm fucking lying right now. It hurts us. And the black community is so polluted with this horseshit that this is going to be the right way to generational oppressive politicians. And a lot of them are black. And that's what they get paid to do. They get paid to say all that fuck shit to black folks. Yeah, you know, we trying to help you. We love you. ACP meeting, all that bullshit. Fall for this horse shit and joke. It was a game. Because the black folks that keep promoting them to do this voting over still out here good at that off her own campaign and is She live in a too. Here's the keys. No, for y'all. I've been here since the early 90s. 30-something years I've been fighting for this district, and I ain't gonna stop. Yeah, what the fuck have you accomplished? Full of violence, test scores low as dog shit, and there's no program, nothing to benefit that they're a piece of shit. Next thing you know, you're gonna see how they're gonna fight for black folks. They just gonna keep promising shit that make it sound good. Y'all know how that is. Y'all ever had that go Democratic Party that you're about business? If you keep going and doing hood shit, get laws that when his ass go to jail, you ain't blaming the white man. You got to tell Pookie that he got to stand on his own 10 toes. That's all him. He caused himself to go to jail. That means when Rodney go out here and make all these kids and ain't taking care of them, and he gets on that ass and he goes to jail, little Rodney has to stand up and accept the fact that he got to be a man. He can't go out here and drop his pants and go, oh, and think it's all over with. He has to have some fucking penis discipline. That's right. That's what you got to do. Got to bring back the old school, how we used to be as black folks. Dignified. Had some damn class. That means black women, you can't go out here with the fucking bonnet scarf on your head in the grocery store with booty shorts, shaking that ass, thinking that you're going to find Mr. Right. And another thing I want to hit on, which I didn't mean to put, I was going to do a separate broadcast, but I'm just going to wrap it up and discuss this because I had somebody ask me this question on TikTok personally, but I didn't never address it. A lot of people ask me why are black men are dating outside their race more than ever and not paying attention to black women. Well, it's not that black men are not paying attention to black women because, like any man, I hope, like myself, you like all women or attracted to any woman. It's about the attitude. The problem is that a lot of black women don't want to cooperate. Oh shit. Now I know a lot of people about to get pissed off on this. What do you mean, Joe, when you say they don't want to cooperate? Cooperate means they don't want to allow their husband to leave. A lot of black women assume that every black man that they encounter is feminine, soft, and can't handle business. I'm just being real with y'all. That's why black men don't deal with a lot of black women because they don't want to go through that. They don't want to have to compete and battle with someone who wants to lead and be in charge. Because it even says that in the Bible, the man's supposed to lead. Now, what's crazy is, and I've answered this too, and no offense to white guys, y'all know y'all my people. I love y'all to death. But y'all seen it yourself too. When a black woman gets with a white man, she complies like a motherfucker. Cooperate, everything. And I'm going to tell you why. Because in my culture, the black culture, it has always been said, even during the times when people were going through the civil rights movement, all that stuff, that if you had a white man's attention or interested in you or want to be with you, you basically hit the jackpot. You made it. That's just how it always been with black women. Most of them, not all, because I have to put that disclosure. Black men, on the other hand, when we date outside of our race, we want someone who wants to cooperate, because we as black men are naturally alpha, and we naturally want to have the nuclear family and everything else. Now, unfortunately, right now, we in a state where black masculinity is definitely in danger. And the reason why I say that, you saw what Lil Nas X put out there, which at the same time, I don't know if he was trying to show everyone out there that, hey, if you want to be thugged out and be tough, this is what goes on in jail with men. And that's really true. All that craziness you saw, it really happens. It really happens that way. So, with that also being said, we as black men especially have to stand up and stop this, because as soon as they finish with us, guess who else they're going after? They're going to try to emasculate white men masculinity, because they don't want masculinity at all. They want us to be eradicated. That's the whole goal. And you're probably asking, well, why? Because if you can eradicate masculinity, then you don't have to worry about too much of an uprise. It's a mental thing. That's why we as men have to stand up and we have to promote masculinity. I don't give a shit if you're gay, straight, whatever. Somebody in the group gotta have some masculinity, and you gotta stand up for masculinity. Just being real, because people need masculinity. Masculinity is just as important as femininity. There's times where a man needs to have a woman that is soft, sweet, and cooperative, and pretty, and romantic, and all the 9 yards. A woman sometimes needs a man that is strong, aggressive, a protector, and a provider. And that's just what it is. Now, these feminists that's pushing this agenda, they love masculinity. They really do. Don't let them lie to you. They just can't handle it. See, you can love something and not able to handle it. And the reason why they can't handle it, because they also want to be modern women. They want to do what they want when they want. But they know that when they with masculinity, it don't happen that way. They gotta respect. So don't let these feminine women fool you. All these femininity women talking about they don't want no alpha male. Bullshit. They want him. They just don't know how to deal with him. Because they know with an alpha male, they're not gonna get away with shit. An alpha male is not gonna just let you do what the hell you want to do and walk all over them. They're going to command respect. In fact, an alpha male, you know, when you dealing with one in the room, he ain't gotta talk. He could just look at you a certain way. People feel the vibe. You see. Yeah, exactly. You're right. But see, here's the thing about feminine women. They don't want to be boss. They hate it really, but they try to do it because they started this movement because they want to be so damn independent. Even even a lesbian that gravitates to being more manly respects an alpha. An alpha male is just a respectable guy. Now, there's some alpha males that are toxic. I ain't gonna sit here and lie. Those are ones that have an ego problem. But me myself, I already know my limits. I know I'm an alpha. I don't have to impress nobody. I don't have to lie to kick it. And let me tell y'all something else too. Masculine doesn't mean that you got to be muscular, in shape, and all that. I mean, you could be in decent shape, but you ain't got to be no bodybuilder or nothing like that. You can be masculine by handling business. If you can take care of family, a home, you can be a helpmate. If you know ways to protect your woman, whether it's legally with protections and injunctions or with security or hell, shooting a gun, whatever. That's all women want. A provider and a protector. If you can do that, you're fine. Even a career woman wants a provider and protector. She don't give a shit if she make the most money. If you're providing something, it's trying to call me. And everything else, that's what you got to do. But anyway, that's just my thoughts. I'm gonna wrap this up. I gotta call her back. Anyway, let me go finish this up. Please like, share, and subscribe. I love you guys. Take care of yourself. I'm out.